I have not watched a trailer yet. I have not watched a trailer yet. That is the plan. That is the plan. But we need to go to Mordona. Do I watch this in the... Do I watch this in game or the YouTube video version? I only ask because I know there are slight audio differences, I think. Today's the first day you feel normal. You lost your voice after getting sick. You don't sound like Minnie Mouse anymore. Hell, if you know, we'll just watch it in game then, in the game client. All right, chat. Here we go. Log out. Title screen. Dancer loop. Food time off. Endwalker demo and title. It's time. It's time to start Endwalker. And that starts with the opening cinematic. Never seen it before. Here we go. I've definitely heard this song, but I have not seen this cinematic. Because this guitar reminds me of like, I don't know, like Hum. It reminds me of like 90s alternative semi-grunge. Nice. Don't eat the moon dust. Take it from Cave Johnson.
The final days were upon us. The fabric of the star had begun to fray, its land rent by tooth and claw.
Who's narrating that? Alice doing Alice things. Sage! Oh, that is so cool! What the f- Alpha knows a sage now?
I can look after myself, you know.
No, you can't.
And I've had enough of this rabble. Come on!
Holy shit!
The chaos spread. The star seemed doomed to unravel. And yet,
Why does that sound like Emmett Selk?
there were those who stood in defiance of that fate.
Holy Dragoon, dude. Estina, bro!
Creature, it's all or nothing.
Whoa. Was that Fan Daniel? God, I can't wait to punch him in the face. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, yeah, it's him. Xenos! Ooh. That was a cool transition.
'Tis as we feared. The respite afforded this land was but fleeting. The end draweth nigh.
Dude, they keep showing all of this fire. Oh. We're dancing. Oh, is this Charlene? Whoa. Yeah, it's gotta be. All those books?
I knew it.
Catboy.
This star still has secrets to tell. Take care, my friend.
Take care. Oh, is he just like doing his own thing then? You bitch. Nadia Shola.
Charlian would keep its counsel while the world is lost to ruin.
It would. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must then, but we scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
You tell them. Whoa. My friend. To the moon! Holy! Very paladin heavy theme for the warrior light in this one. Cool. Oh, and we're back into the opening guitar. Yay. Oh, I'm so ready to go punch Fan Daniel in his little bitch face. Ugh. Ugh. So ready. Good trailer, man. Dude, Charlene looked really cool. Yeah, to the moon. Edmonte Fortom, the one who's making Chronicles of Your Travels. Oh, is that who is narrating? Dude, it sounded like freaking the voice of Emmett Selk. And I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense. That didn't make any sense. All right. For those who haven't seen it, my Gunbreaker has a new outfit. I'm a cowgirl, baby. I like this. I like this. We gotta go wrangle some moons, you know? Gotta go wrangle some moons. Alright. Mr. I'm a new sage. It was Emmett. No way. That doesn't make sense. Yet. In time. The next ship to sail, Alphino is feeling the need to take stock. Celia, do you have time to talk? Nod. I would like to gather everyone in Don's respite to gather together assess the situation in which we find ourselves. I'm gonna have to learn how to read real fast here. Everybody's getting new classes. Alphino's a sage. I'm a gunbreaker. Xenos is a freaking reaper now. Let us take stock of the facts, shall we? This crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of ominous towers in a multitude of locations throughout the world. We have since learned that said structures were brought into being by an organization known as the Telophoroi. The Telophoroi's stated purpose is to create the final days of eons past, an apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all we hold dear. Already have these towers of theirs been the cause of untold suffering. Countless innocents kidnapped and imprisoned, their faith perverted for primal summonings. And unless we find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Those shielded with the Blessing of Light seem to be able to resist being tempered at least. But after what happened to Arnvold and Fordola, we need to be very, very careful about how we proceed. Yet while these threats close to home are of paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Garlemald. As you know, the Telophoroi are under the leadership of Fandaniel and one other delightful fellow, Xenos Yegalvis, the Crown Prince and our dear friend. To date, he's reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Varus, and plunged Garlemald into an even deeper pit of chaos. The capital has probably seen the worst of it. For a good while there, it saw the bloodiest fighting in the War of Succession, but that has since changed, and in troubling ways. Don't say anything, Urianger. Damn it, now I gotta read Urianger speak. Who can translate alien for me, please? During our reconnaissance, the air was not once rent by the barking of cannons of the cries of discord. 'Twas an eerie fog of silence which did blanket that ruined city. The inhabitants appeared to have been tempered, and with nary a word spoken did they labor to transform the palace into a soaring edifice born of nightmares. I think the trick to reading Urianger is to read it slow. If they were indeed made thralls, it seems safe to assume that these events, too, were orchestrated by the Telophoroi. An army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear it is only the prelude to an even greater catastrophe. We need to devise a means to counter this threat, and quickly, before our allies are overwhelmed. I match Grahadia. We will find a way in Charlayan. I am sure of it. Master Fortuno's comments regarding the final days were curious to say the least. The Forum knows more than it is letting on. Sorry to interrupt. We've just received word from Mistress Kryl. She says that arrangements for your visit have been finalized. Yeah, we're going to Charlayan, boys. Ooh. Here's a little solar spider on my wall. Well, as little as they get anyway. He's about the size of a $50. He's a good spider. He's gonna go up in a corner and eat anything that it might find. Good spiders are good, chat. Don't kill your 8-legged friends. Only the 8-legged foes. You're to head to Limsa Lominsa and board the next ship bound for Charlayan. And on arrival, present yourselves as associates of the students of Baldessian. Come to assist with the Order's restoration. Hey, that's what we were doing in Eureka. This all makes sense now. Estinabro's here. The arrangements may be settled, but what of your thoughts? They must race at the prospect of returning home after so long. I am eager to see it, of course. Of course, we should set off at once. Yeah, fist pumps. Then I'll accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you a safe journey. Dude, I look like I'm ready for a fucking fight, man. I like my outfit. Heck yeah. Speak with Tataru in Limsa Lominsa. To Limsa, boys. And we need to go to the pier. We need to go to the pier. Also, I noticed one thing that I want to do. I noticed this. I think the reason why I wanted to watch the trailer on YouTube had to do with the trailer taking sound settings instead of just playing a already processed video. No, because voice is up. So they should be okay. I wonder why the voices are so quiet in the trailer then. Like, I've got my voice slider higher than any of the other ones. Master volume is low. Yeah, that's intended. But even, like, watching the trailer, like, everything was at a good volume except the voices. Like, I can turn everything up. I don't have a problem with that. $42. So that means let's go to... Let's apply that. Close. Macros. BGM on. Let's put this at like 32. It's a little bit much. 27. Is that not changing? Here we go. We'll try that. Internet, take me to the Arcanist Guild. Hi, Taru. Everyone's here, which is good because I've already paid for your passage, and the fee is non-refundable. The ship for Charlayan should be pulling into port soon, so please follow me and have all of your luggage close at hand. I can't believe I'm in Endwalker now. Oh, this is so cool.
They've almost almost finished loading our cargo.
Yay!
We should be ready to depart right on schedule. Or so I'm told.
Oh, schedule this.
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
The voices are definitely a lot louder now.
It's funny.
It's me. I am Cargo. S Cargo.
Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one. And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
That is funny.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief.
Urianger's chops getting a little bit thicker there.
Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louis Soir of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Maybe.
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Will this be your first visit to Charlian, Sir Estinian? Sir Estinian?
I have a feeling the answer is no.
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
I, merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company,
Yeah.
or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
Did he just little son Alphino?
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
Better.
Are you all right, Tataru? You seem positively distraught.
All of her friends are leaving. Of course she is.
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland. It's just, we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hellbent on destroying the world.
And she's gonna be alone.
And once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
Wait, she came with us to Kugane, though, for a little bit. I'll bring him back. Don't you worry.
I'll hold you to that.
Ah, good.
Alize's gonna have a
here.
giraffe neck like the rest of the female Alizen when she grows up. Mr. Boulder!
Hori! Coulternay! What brings you all this way?
They're gonna see us off too.
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower. Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return.
They better. And keep Tataru company.
We will too, of course. Aye, we your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
Yeah.
We're set to sail! All aboard for Charlian!
Wait, you can dress up Tataru? This started safe with Hori Boulder.
It's time.
It's time, chat. It's time.
Then we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
Yeah, she's made all these nice fancy outfits for everybody else, and she's still wearing the same stuff that she's had since ARR.
Have a safe journey, and please, please, be careful.
We won't. I mean, we will. Even in Dawn Trail, she doesn't change?
And so you venture forth unto the unknown. A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux.
Yeah, that's absolutely Emmett's
In
voice.
uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice. That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end.
And that's why you don't be sad that it's over, you be happy
Treasure
that it
every
happened.
moment, every step of your descent.
Nice cowgirl hat? Damn right. I like my new Gunbreaker glam.
And there, in the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
Top hat. I don't have a top hat. I'm gonna be a space cowboy. That's why I got cowboy glam.
Here.
Heidelin. She talking to us again after she just showed herself?
Think.
The song.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser.
Yep.
Though we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt.
They sleep every trip we take.
Called out to you,
Aw.
say? I've heard nothing myself.
This scene just reminded me of Behind the Rock during Shadowbringers.
In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Charlian should be coming into view at any moment.
Oh, I got chills from the song. Excuse me?
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad. Hear, feel, think.
Dudes, I just had a
And
realization.
thus do we meet face to face at last. My warrior of light, guided by the crystal.
I just had a thought here. And I don't like it. They talk about those with the blessing of light not being able to be tempered by primals. But we have learned that Zodiark and Hydaelyn themselves are primals, which means we can't be tempered by other primals because we are a, quote, warrior of light with the blessing of light, which means we have been tempered by Hydaelyn. The fact that Zodiark and Hydaelyn are both primals, we're going to have to fight them, right? That's my thought. Why now?
After your sojourn in the First, I believe you have your answer. You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Hydaelyn has always been, a primal. Zodiark was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world, and I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield. Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms, monumental, which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Sharlayan's just over yonder.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land.
Even in that tiny line, I will not keep you further.
Again, and soon.
It's supposed to be just a conversational piece. Okay, I'll let you go do what you're thing. But it like, after having that thought, it very much feels like I'm going to allow you to go and do what you want to do. I don't know whether I'm right or not, but that's my thought process here. Is we know now that Zodiark and Hydaelyn are primals. We can't be tempered by other primals because we are tempered by Hydaelyn. And they're primals, which means we are eventually going to have to fight them.
Island already?
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
Ah, the sleepers have arisen.
Endwalker song.
There she is. Good old Charlian.
Oh, I see it.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes, but we'll manage on our own, if we must.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Wow.
Indeed. 'Tis as Sir Estinian saith. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side, I prithee.
That coming from Estinian is huge.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Charlian proper. There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
I really feel like I'm dressed to kick some ass. And the moon. Title screen! Endwalker, we're here! We made it! Oh, I'm so excited.
Charlian, the solitary island nation of the northern seas. Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets.
He sounded a little too excited at that
they deigned
line.
to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands.
I was just going to say the architecture is very much like in Idleshire.
Boots set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
The Northern Empty. Old Charlian.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then? Entry applications?
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
Just like we won't deny our fate.
Hasn't Charlian all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Charlian only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders. Especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge.
She right.
If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
Yeah, but we're associates and assistants to the students of Baldesion.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed.
She gonna lay it down.
The
Layeth
immigration
the
officer
smacketh
will ask
down.
for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Charlian's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions. Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration. Grahatir, it might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
I think it's also a very odd twist of fate, if you will, that I was like, I want to go do Eureka, which is all like Baldessian Arsenal. Like we learned about that. What was that? Yeah, it was Stormblood when we learned about like the island exploding, like everybody died, and it's like, oh, the island still exists, and we're gonna go there. And it's like, like all of that is tied to the students of Baldessian, and now we're here doing this.
Of course. The immigration offices were this way, as I recall. Shall we?
And no, I did not intentionally set it up that way. It just happened to work out that way. Twist of fate.
Greetings. We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Grahatir of the Students of Baldessian at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today. And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Archons to the front of the line. If you are still a High Templar, please merge before stepping forward.
My life for ire.
See how it glows? That list is etherically linked with the citizen registry kept in the main repository.
Exactly, Goat.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home.
You must construct additional pylons.
Those sound clips sometimes have very appropriate timings. And we gotta hydrate from Akira. She's at welcome home.
Now, who do we have here?
She's looking at Estinian, isn't she? Oh no, the twins.
Alphino Leveilleur.
And Alize Leveilleur.
Excommunicated. Leave now.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that, the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny.
Aha.
And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation.
True.
Times are quite troubled enough already.
Yep. You have no idea. Or actually, you have all of the idea and just don't give a shit.
We shall keep that in mind.
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
She checking out the fit.
Name and occupation?
Adventurer by trade.
An adventurer. Well, I suppose that is considered a valid calling in your native Eorzea. And it does indeed match the profile provided. You may enter.
Yeah, I'm a painter's assistant, but that only works in Yulemoor. That doesn't work here. They know too much in this place.
And you, sir?
Estinian Valeno, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Formerly, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
Oh, indeed.
If you'll allow me.
Cryo. Hobo by trade.
My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
I was gonna say he's definitely mercenary type. And apparently hunter of Asians.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
She saved us, bro.
Croyle, it is good to see you.
Indeed it is.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you all seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we? Oh! Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
Yay!
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
All right, what do we got? I'm glad I spotted your ship coming into port. The officers are born bureaucrats and sticklers for detail. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your land legs back. What do we get here? Weapon coffer. High level 515. Horse chestnut weapon coffer. Why do I want a freaking horse chestnut, dude? You gotta clip them things. You don't let them get too big. I've seen enough YouTube videos. New quest complete music. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Shall we check out what we get here? Chat. Oh, I lied. I think this is what I had until I bought this one. It's not bad. It's not bad. But it's not this. Glowy. All the boxes you get for your first 4 levels are going to be junk. Yeah, but I like opening them to see. Otherwise, I end up sitting on... oh, they're not here. They're in one of my things. Like, I've got these here. 500, 290, 500. Like, I end up just sitting on them. Alrighty, Kryle, where are we headed to? Kryle sweeps the scions with speculative look. I had thought to launch directly into an explanation of what I've learned and how we might proceed. But this is Celaya and Asinian's first time in Sharlayan, and for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. You must have places you wish to visit and people you're dying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so that you all may have sufficient time to recover from your journey and to get your bearings in the city. Once you've settled in... Oh, this is like some cozy music, dude. Once you've settled in, we can reconvene at the Baldessian Annex. How does that sound? It is a fine suggestion. We may not be welcome at the Leviura estate as such, but I should like to nose around the neighborhood all the same. I am equally untethered, as it were. There is no particular place that my kin call home. Still, I would not pass up the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of the old haunts might even yield some useful gossip. The annex was west of the Aetheryte Plaza, wasn't it? I shall join you there anon. Yes, we'll see you there. I too have places I would be remiss in not visiting forthwith, by thy leave. What of you, Estinian? My services as a guide are yours for the asking. That won't be necessary. Until we reconvene, and I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. But I could... Oh. Oh well. Raha, would you like to join us then? You've been gone for quite a while, and this would be a perfect way to refresh those dusty old memories of yours. Oh, of course, if you'll have me. Come, Celaya. Sharlayan awaits. Quest accepted music is kind of meh. IMO. Get you some of that delicious Archon loaf. We're working our way there. We're working our way there. Working our way there. After you, my friend, I am more than content to follow your lead. Certain duties require one or more NPCs accompany you in order to proceed with the quest objectives. You must keep them at your side and make your way to a designated location. So long as you remain in the same area, NPCs accompanying you will remain at your side even when using teleport of an Ethernet. It is possible to ride mounts or swim while escorting NPCs. Please note, however, they will not appear at your side until you dismount or leave the water. You may also speak with NPCs while escorting them. Furthermore, you may encounter conversation points along the way which offer additional topics of discussion. These points will also be indicated on your map. When speaking with NPCs, you will be given the option to part ways. You will also part ways automatically when changing areas. If you part ways with an NPC, You may return to the starting point and speak with them to try again. While Grahati is accompanying you, try speaking with Kryl. All set? Then let's be on our way. Our first stop, amusingly enough, will be the last stand. It's a cafe on the west side of the harbor. Your next quest objective requires escorting. Learn about this quest objective, blah, blah, blah. Duty list. Kryl is also now accompanying you. Lead your two companions to the last stand and speak with Kryl at the designated location. Okay. They said west side. West side? Right there. Come on, friendos. My first escort quest. Listen. Oh. I should have expected it. I don't know why it didn't and why it caught me off guard. Hi, goat. The chat bubbles. Wait. The chat bubbles are the convo locations. They're worth... Oh. I didn't realize. I don't think I even noticed those until you said something. With all the unusual wares coming and going at all hours, I expect the assistance of an intrepid adventurer would be highly appreciated. I see no reason why you couldn't undertake any tasks which pique your interest. You have been cleared by the immigration officials after all. I look forward to the day your name is celebrated in Charley in the same way it is in Eorzea. This place is called the Peristyle, and it is the first stop for cargo unloaded at the docks. You'll find the usual necessities for daily living and other imports vital to running an island nation, but also supplies that further Charlayan's pursuit of knowledge, namely large quantities of books, specimens, and samples. Sorting these stacks certainly seems to keep the attendants busy. Hello, attendants. Oh, we gotta leave meat. Guild ship hunter vendor? Hunt vendor? I'm running amok through old Charlayan. The giant statue in the harbor. Now that is a sight one could hardly forget. The great statue of Thaliak. As a student of Baldesion, I was usually quartered on the Isle of Val, but I would gaze upon the scholar's wise features every time I returned by ship to the city. This path leading out towards the sea is known as the Thaliak Stoa, a name for the statue of the scholar which stands at its end. As you know, the Charlayan people prize the accumulation of wisdom above all else. Thus, when Thaliak was chosen as our patron deity, it was more a matter of pragmatism than belief, an alignment of principles, as it were. We may have honored him with a rather impressive sculpture, yes, but our faith is not so restrictive as that of, say, the Ishgardians. Individual Charlayans can, and do, worship the divinities of their choosing. Interesting. Oh, that is a big statue. I didn't realize how big that was. That's massive. Massive. Can you go in it? Is it like the Statue of Liberty? Do I have to pay a fee? Is this a tourist attraction? Oh, I can't even go in, brother. That's a lot of water. Welcome to the aqueduct. Oh, aqueduct. It may or may not become animated and used to fight Zodiac like a Gundam. Hell yeah. I'm all for it. Let's go. What's up, Kryl? And here we are, the last stand. I may have mentioned this before, but although our research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive, the average Charlayan tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference. Oh, so they only eat white people cooking. I get it. How can I put this? The food is, it's bland. As encapsulated by our infamous Archon loaf, the prevailing sentiment towards cuisine, its dietary value first, and taste a distant second. There is one pupil at the studium, however, who could stomach the school's insipid meals no longer, so he quit his lessons and poured all of his savings into building a proper eatery. And so the last stand came to be. It is, as the name implies, the sole dedicated outpost of fine dining in Charlayan, the one and only bastion of the culinary arts in an isle of otherwise mediocre fare. I seem to recall their burger being hailed as one of the more impressive items on the menu. Not that I ever had the pleasure of eating one myself. Oh, we get a lighting change. Oh, the sun's coming up. Nice. Because you're a typical Charlayan when it came to cheap and convenient Raha, but surely Tataru has since taught you how to appreciate a well-prepared dish. We should all stop in when time permits and sample the cafe's delights. Shall we press on? The stairs on the side of the cafe there will take us up to the Aetheryte Plaza. What did the Archon do on the toilet? Dropped an Archon loaf. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Yuck, 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 yuck. We're going this way. Captain's log. Archon loaf produced. Oh, dude, how come their Aetheryte is fancy and round? It's not all pointy out here. They're like, we can't have points. The only points we have are our points from our studies. Have I made my point? Everything must be rounded. Yay. On to the Aetheryte Plaza we go. We just need to head up the stairs next to the last stand. I'm here, dude. Is there a, oh, there it is. How the hell did, man, I really am blind, huh? An unusual chat. What is happening right now? What is happening? I assure you, however, that it's perfectly functioning Aetheryte. Remember to attune yourself before we move on. Now, being the diligent tour guide that I am, I should make mention of the Confluence, a research facility located on this very plaza. Its much vaunted discoveries are the reason Charlayan stands at the forefront of teleportation technology. In deciphering the underlying principles of elegant Aetherites, it allowed us to understand and reconstruct what was essentially a lost art. And off we go to our next destination. Our path leads northeast to the Agora, Charlayan's largest marketplace. Are there oh, I passed a little one. balls. Yeah, it's usually the first thing I do, but I'm sidetracked by the fact that I have friends following me around. Feels like a standalone Final Fantasy where you're running around with your party. Go this way. Oh, is that down this way? It is. Balls. Back the other way. Speaking of Aetherites, the teleportation fees do add up after a while, which is why I tend to rely on far cheaper ferry services. I was pleasantly surprised when Mistress Tataru informed me that the Scions are reimbursed for transportation costs as part of our duties. But I find old habits hard to break. That, and I'd rather not bother filling out the necessary paperwork. Oh my god. That is more funny to me because it reminds me of hers. That's the entrance to the confluence. I have no doubt their expertise will prove useful at some point, so I suggest you remember the way here. I mean, I'm sure if I have to come here, the game's going to tell me where to go. Hi, Queen! Finally home. GG's. Welcome home. Welcome home. We're home, too. I made it to Charlayan. We're in a brand new city. Oh, it's a little street book vendor. What the heck? It's like a food truck, but it's a book truck. And not on wheels. Whoa. Do you mind if I browse the shelves for a moment? There might be some hidden gems I've yet to read. Only a moment? How optimistic. Feel free to browse all you like, but we won't wait around for you. Perhaps I'll return here later then. These little open-air bookstalls are so uniquely Charlayan. I'd always thought them to be a common sight until I visited other nations. Retainers, traders, materia vendor, materia melder. So this is the market area. Welcome to Agora, where you can find wares made in Charlayan, as well as a wide selection of imported goods. They used to sell questionable prototypes from various research institutes, but I think that practice has thankfully died out, for the most part. Otherwise, I could think of no better place to stock up for your next big adventure. Am I overselling it? Sorry, on a more serious note, the next stop on our tour is one which has a particular relevance to our ultimate purpose here. We must head back to the Aetherite Plaza, follow the path north, then climb up the stairs to that imposing building at the very top. What? Oh, I can't see it from here. There's this giant building back here, I guess. Oh, I didn't even get to talk to Graha here. Oh. Oh. It's the Scholastic Book Fair. Did you finish your bucket? Here's your Pizza Hut personal pan pizza bookmark ticket thing. Jet, did you see they fully brought that back? They brought back the book it and the personal pans for Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut's trying to do the dine-in experience again. I saw that a couple of weeks ago. So many free pizzas from Book It. Same. Okay. So before we do that, we're going to go around and collect all the mini Aethernet shards. So that we can move through the city. Pizza Hut buffets. See, I don't remember. I remember the salad bar that they had. Maybe that was. Oh, you know what? It was. Because the salad bar was one side of it. The other side was a buffet. Because we used to go there pretty frequently, but I think that was also because of Book It. Also because I was in baseball. Like, Pizza Hut was like, that was the place we went to. Fill up our plate so much you had someone work there say, you know, you guys can come back for more. Yeah, but I can still see my plate. Pizza Hut crust is really good these days. Yes, Pizza Hut's pan pizza crust is so good. So good. Okay, that's it for this side of town. So now we should be able to go over here. Yay, my friends came with me. Domino's sausage. Do I get Domino's sausage pizza? Normally when I get something from Domino's, it's the pasta, but their pizzas, like, I really like their Philly cheesesteak pizza and the buffalo chicken pizza. And then earlier this week, had the pepperoni and jalapenos. That was yum. That was yum. Domino's crust is matte. I agree. Especially in comparison to, like, Pizza Hut's pan pizza. "45 minutes from either a Domino's or a Pizza Hut. That sucks. 2 local places, pizza here within walking distance." Usually, like, those little, tiny little hole-in-the-wall mom-and-pop pizza places usually got pretty good stuff. Usually. Where am I going? Archon's design. A cool little fountain. You know what this reminds me of? Oh my god. This reminds me of years ago, before I started playing modded Minecraft. I got into Skyblock, and that was kind of like my gateway into modded, and I played on a Skyblock server, a public Skyblock server. That's how I met Dubstep Clown, who eventually took that server over. I forget what the name of it was, but the cobble gen that I built, because you only get 1 bucket of lava, I turned that 1 bucket of lava into a 8-node cobble farm by splitting the lava and spiraling it down, and then each of the 4 corners had 2 nodes on it, generating cobblestone. I don't know why this just reminded me of that. Archon designed these nuts. I mean, if that's what you really want. What do we have here? Discuss the water features. These little decorative features are typical of Charlayan architecture. Aside from the research wing, our headquarters on the Isle of Val were rather simple and rustic by comparison. These Nymphaeum, this is the Nymphaeum, an area dedicated to the blessings of water. For Charlayans, water represents more than a life-sustaining liquid. It is a reminder of the great flood which precipitated the birth of our nation, as well as a symbol of the knowledge which flows from Thaliak's divine ewer. This is the reason you see an abundance of fountains throughout the city and propensity for a propensity for utilizing water as a decorative feature in our architecture. Words, chat. Words. What can I say? Not a lot of chain presence. Newark style better than anything, which is fine. Just not always what I want. We don't get pizza takeout much anyway. Isn't this a place you tried to get help from before, but the two kids' dad said no and disowned them or something? Yes, that's where we're at now. That's where we're at now. And when we got to the city, we had to check in, and the I don't know, guard, I guess, the processor who was in charge of doing our paperwork, when they stepped up, they were like, Alphino Levior and Alizé Levior. And she's like, just so you know, word on the street is, you've been disowned by your father. So, like, you're allowed to be here, just don't make things worse than they already are. Border patrol? Yeah, basically. This green structure before you is the rostra. The name refers to the original public platform erected here, upon which a forum of elected representatives would deliver orations and debate policy. Although the stage has since evolved into council chambers, the nature of the forum and duties of its members remain largely unchanged. Am I boring you, Raha? You seem awfully distracted. My apologies. From here, one can see the entire city spread out below. The vista put me in a mind of my arrival of the first. Those who had gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how they might go about building a new home. Naturally, my answers were all inspired by my knowledge of the final settlement I could think of, the great city of Charlayan. And bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town, a community, the Crystarium. I can almost see its echo. I see. Feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the counselors would object to you simply enjoying the view. Such memories should be treasured. For now, however, the tour must go on. Our spectacle of sightseeing concludes with the fittingly named Journey's End. Walk down the stairs to the east and continue straight ahead. My friend sent that to me. Wait, what happened? What happened? Murray, what are you... Murray, you can't link not safe for work stuff. Good lord. Oh, you put in a song request. Hold on. I gotta give you your points back now, too. There you go. Points have been returned. Points have been returned. You're okay, Murray. It was a song requesting porn. It was Avenue Q. The internet is for porn. The internet is for porn. That's what Murray was trying to request. Ready, normal people? Grab your duck and double click for porn. I have WoW to thank for the discovery of MSQ. I didn't know anything about it until somebody made the machinima with the WoW characters doing that song. All right, where are we going? East. West. I know exactly what video you're talking about. Yep. Yep. Sorry, kid monster. We've arrived at Journey's End. History tells us that this was where those who put ashore with Archon blah 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 built their first homes. In the present day, it serves as the residential district for the most important officials and the oldest Charlayan families. Notice how I didn't even attempt to say that dude's name. You'll see that one mansion is clearly larger than its neighbors. That estate belongs to our friends from House Leviur. All things considered, we should probably keep our distance for the time being. And with that, we bring our little Charlayan tour to a close. I hope it has proven to be entertaining and an enlightening experience. Now, shall we head directly to the Baldessian Annex? You remember the way, don't you, Raha? Let me think. We head down towards the harbor, cross the bridge to our right, then follow the path below the Aetheryte Plaza. Correct. After you, Celaya. Could have just blown a raspberry and it could have been right. True. You're not far from the truth. You are not far from the truth. See, he wants to walk and go the long way, and I'm like, bro, we have access to teleportation magics that can put us anywhere in the city. And apparently we need to go right next to one of these, which is right here. You see that? Raha? So much faster than walking. I hope you're paying attention. As the joyous look on Raha's face has undoubtedly informed you, this is the Baldessian Annex. If you continue up the hill, you'll arrive on the doorstep of the phenomenon, but I think we've explored enough for one day. We can take you there another time. Inside with you, then. Nim used to make some of the best WoW Machinima videos. Is that who did the one that we were talking about? Side quest worth doing unlocks? Is it a blue quest? Because if it's a blue quest that's not a job or like a leave thing, I will probably do it. Like if it's a blue unlock thing, or is it an actual side quest? Okay, so it's an actual just normal side quest. You made the hard like heroic. You're like a druid in the general channel song. That doesn't ring a bell off the top of my head, but if I've seen it, I would probably know it if I saw it and heard it. Like when I think of when I think of WoW Machinimas, the first things that come to mind is the Internet is for Porn one, the grind videos. The Grind Friendship Day special. You know what that means? Hookshot screams like a girl. Mr. Teeth, Mr. Teeth, Mr. Teeth. That and then the how to play a mage. Because that guy was crazy. A druid, it's a druid. Eat staff. Most important WoW Machinima, Zinreth Illegal Danish. What? I have a feeling I've probably seen the ones that you guys are talking about. I just don't remember them. I have old sloth brain. You know, it happens. It happens. Hey, is this the same Border Patrol agent that we checked in with? Oh, it is. It is. Because Carl says, I'm back, and I brought Salai and Raha with me. Ah, you were right about the ship then. Hello, Graha. It's nice to see you again. And it's a pleasure to finally meet you, Salaya. I've heard many a tale of your exploits. Ojika? Ojika Tsunjika. It has been an age. Allow me to introduce Ojika Tsunjika, Administration Officer for the Students of Baldessian. Ah, there we go. Not Border Patrol. Administration Officer. He oversees the day... Oh, my bad. He oversees the day-to-day business of the Annex. You may recall meeting his cousin, Ejika. I do. Oh, yes, Eureka. I've read the initial reports. Quite a shock to hear what's become of the Isle. Dude. It's so crazy that I decided to do Eureka before starting this. Without even, like, thinking, oh, we're going to Charlayan. They're going to be talking about it because, like, Students of Baldessian is all, like, Charlayan stuff. Like, it's crazy. Do take care if you have the opportunity to rejoin the expedition. Yeah, I've got to go to Pagos next. It's going to be fun. This place is like a second home for the students. The Isle of Val served as our main headquarters, of course, but we often had occasion to visit Charlayan. Whether to make use of the city's research facilities, attend conferences, or procure supplies from distant shores. And the annex here was built to provide lodgings for our members while we engage in such activities. Ever since our former headquarters, along with the Isle itself, vanished, the Annex has served as our base of operations. And yet it feels so empty. With so many lost to us, our organization is a shell of its former self. The day will come when we will see the students rise again. Yeah, after I kill Ozma. But first you must ensure the Talafaroi fall. That's right. That's right, little partner. Through that door on the left, there is the main hall where we can discuss our options moving forward. Once everyone arrives, that is. You probably have time to rest before our discussions begin in earnest. I've had private quarters prepared for you in the Andron, so please feel free to make yourself at home. Ah, the nap rooms. Perfect for a little afternoon doze. Graha's gonna get himself a little slothum nap. Oh, I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression. The chambers are quite well appointed, far more so than some cheap roadside inn, you may be assured. 'Twas simply that we were often so busy with research or exhausted from journeys abroad that we would slip into the Andron just to steal a few winks. And thus they became known amongst the students as nap rooms, even if many such naps might last well into the following morning. Say the word and I'll be happy to show you to your chamber. Hopefully the others won't be too long in coming. I'll wait for you all in the main hall. Too real. Far too real. I've done almost no side quests anywhere. Yeah, I haven't touched. I think I've done maybe like 2 or 3 on this character before I learned that this is not a... Hi, goat. This is not an MMO where you just quest hub and you grab everything that is in the area, go do them, come back and turn them in. That is not how this MMO works for questing. So I've only done a handful of them. Also did the Rogue Loot Ninja song. To Just Lose It by Eminem. That one doesn't even sound familiar. Illegal Danish and Illegal Danish 2 Escape from Orgrimmar. Ooh, and the Pepitos machinimas too. Poor Pepitos. No mail. No mail. No mail. Hard like heroic one in Discord. Nice. Chat, it has been almost an hour and a half since we actually started this. That's crazy. It's been an hour and a half already. And I have to pee. So I'm gonna take a quick little break here. And go to the bathroom, and then we will find our quarters. And then go to the main hall. So I will BRB. If you need to, get up, stretch your legs, we'll get your booties to the jams of Charlene. And I'll be right back. I'm back. And yes, it is 10 p.m. and yes, I have a cup of coffee. Delicious coffee. How dare they not name that character? What? Name that tune. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your kids are? I prefer the Beavis and Butthead version of that. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your wiener is? Oh, go to Bandit Us. Go to Bandit Us. Enter the main hall. Still swimming nut to nut. It's in my hand. I know exactly where it's at. No wiener to keep track of here. Hi, Kryl. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your wiener is, Kryl? Feeling refreshed and alert? Our colleagues should be wandering in soon. I suggest we stay here and wait for them to join us. Voiced cutscenes, hopefully?
Pray forgive me. I was delayed.
Of course you were. You're probably sneaking around doing weird Urianger shit again.
It's fine, Urianger. We're all here now.
Now?
Let's get down to business then, shall we?
Let's get down to business to defeat the Telefroy.
Come what may, we must prevent the Telefroy's plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see two paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal. The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Sharlayan, not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum.
Dude, how do I feel... Every time I listen to any of these cutscenes, like, everybody has such, like, pleasant voices to listen to, and I feel like my voice is just grating. And I, like... While I'm one of the weird people that, like, I'm okay with the sound of my own voice. Like, I can hear myself in my headphones as I'm talking. That doesn't bother me. Like, I've listened to enough recordings of me singing and talking and, like, all of that doesn't bother me. But I feel like these voice actors, they're, like, they just have, like, the fluffiest, pillowy cloud voices. And they're, like, so soft and easy to listen to.
As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy.
Is it because I'm not British? Is that the problem?
The bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have Sharlayan focus on recording history, while remaining entirely uninvolved in the making of it. And at the other extreme, we have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galef was one such member, as was Archon Louisois. Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous. Even more concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, he had simply turned away to pursue something more important. But what could that possibly be?
Disowning his own children, apparently.
A mystery indeed, and one which I ask for your help to solve. Our future may depend on it. As for our second potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian. Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth.
They got some really cool posters on the wall.
Compared to our more isolationist Sharlayan colleagues, we have strong connections overseas, namely with scholars and academics who share our passion for the unknown.
That's Allegan.
The request in question
Dude, I'd love to
comes
have that
from one
world map.
such acquaintance, Nadana, an alchemist residing in distant Thavnair. Her missive describes the sudden appearance of a tower, and the subsequent summoning of what I can only assume is a lunar primal. In In response to this threat, the satrap of Radzat-Han, the individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with the spire.
The artisans of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition, one rather unlike that of their Uldan counterparts. 'Tis possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
They do, in fact, appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research. To that end, they have requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of light.
I'm hesitant to call that a shield at this point now.
Assuming we divide our forces to
it does
pursue
act as a
both
shield,
of Kral's
but
lines of inquiry, then having you join the group heading to Thavnair would seem the obvious choice. But the investigation in Sharlayan is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnarian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
Yes, it is quite the quandary. Though it is a great imposition and an altogether too common one, our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts. You are indeed our champion. As to which task to tackle first, we will defer to your decision. Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned. As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Sharlayan. I should also like to steal the services of an Archon or two.
Gather the High Templars.
And thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research.
Alize and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking. Of course, the more the merrier.
Right. The rest of us will make the journey to Thavnair. Thoughts? Objections?
I passed through Thavnair on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
I'll be happy to have you along then. So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
Give me a moment afterwards.
Pretty good
and
group.
I'll supply you with all the details of Nadana's request.
Tank, DPS, and a healer.
Consider this hall our rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove fruitful.
As long as it's not bananas. It did protect you when you slew all those icons and the ultimate weapon. Listen. That was before I came to the realization that I had when we started this, okay? Horse, chestnut, chest gear, coffer. I feel like they tried too hard to make the quest accept and quest complete music epic, and they tried too hard and it became not epic. You know what? I don't remember what the ARR audio for those are, but I remember Heaven's Word being good, Stormblood being good, and Shadowbringers being good. It will be a flower of a banana before it turns into a fruit. A fruit. Shall we go to Thavnair? Tancred is eager to set forth for Thavnir. We'll let them stay in Charlan. I have Kryl's instructions in hand. If you're ready to set out, then so are we. Having been to Thavnir before, I can travel by Aetheryte, but what of the rest of you? Another sea voyage would waste time we do not have. Kryl was of the same mind, and has already secured the aid of good folk in the Confluence. We'll take ourselves there. What? The Confluence, thou sayest? I'm afraid so, my friend. Thou wilt recall the hunt for Iceheart. Oh, wow. Dude, okay, yeah, because this expansion is literally wrapping a 10-year story arc, right? So this is going to tie everything that we have done for all of the expansions up till this point. And Iceheart was during Heavensward? I think it was the end of ARR through Heavensward. Thou wilt recall the hunt for Iceheart, unto whose sanctuary we delivered thee owing to the knowledge of our comrade Moonbreda. Moonbreda was an authority on etherology, a field of study she did embark upon in pursuit of her parents' example. Both are authorities in their own right, and both are researchers at the Confluence. Haven't you gone to see them yet? Please don't tell me we have to go and tell them about Moonbreda. I attempted to do so earlier, but to my shame, my courage failed me at the last. As it hath the many times I thought to reach out to them after sending that fateful letter. Okay, oh yeah, we did send a letter, didn't we? So they do know. We just haven't talked to them. Neither time nor introspection have revealed unto me the words I should speak, and thus I have kept my silence. Whether you come with us or no is your choice, and yours alone. If it is too difficult, we'll manage. Thou art kind to say so, but I have no intention of forsaking our cause. I shall go to the Confluence, and I shall face that which hath long been overdue. If it's settled, then let us be off. When we arrive, we should look for a researcher named Kite. I'm gonna assume that's Kite and not Kitty. Oh god, it's probably Kitty. I am gonna leave that there for the moment. I don't want to start up two diverging MSQ lines at the same time. Or do I have to? Oh, I think I have to. No, I don't. Okay. Into the Confluence. Here we go. Hello, Kite. Well now, this is a rather lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again? Not to our knowledge. We're associates of Kryl and of the student. We're associates of Kryl of the students of Baldessian. We seek passage to Thavnir and understand that you can assist us. Ah, the test subjects. Welcome, welcome. I don't like the way that she says test subjects. test subjects? Apparently Thancred is of the same mind. Oh, you hadn't heard. Well, then allow me to explain. So in order to travel to an aetheryte, you ordinarily need to be attuned to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out while you're a mess of ether hurtling along the life stream. An inconvenient but incontrovertible limitation of aetheryte teleportation. But what if I were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an aetheryte without being attuned to it? And if you had
must construct additional pylons.
They are most definitely pylons. What up, Hellfire? If they had come with me to Eureka, they would have found that we already figured out how to do this. A way to teleport instantly to places you've never been. We watched Kryl do it right before our eyes. For long years, we've labored to make such travel possible that people might move about more freely. And we've finally done it. We've created a new kind of aetheryte that doesn't require attunement. Truly, that changes everything. Well, my language may have been a bit misleading. The user need not attune to the aetherytes, but the aetherytes themselves must have been pre-tuned to each other, thereby facilitating travel between the 2 points. But it just so happens that of our first test pair of aetherytes, one has been installed here in Charlayan and the other over in Yedlamad, a port town in Thavnair. As you may know, our nation had long maintained strong ties with Radzatan, and indeed we owe much of this breakthrough to the contributions of their alchemists. So to sum up, we're to test these aetherytes. How fortuitous for you. I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel ether. Will this be a problem? Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say these aetherytes were made for people like your good self. The magics imbued within will whisk you away without any effort on your part. A veritable dream come true, and far be it for me to worry about such things. But do we have permission to make use of your shiny new invention? The only permission required is yours, so assuming you're willing, we're all set. It may come as a surprise, but we actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people seem to have an unreasonable fear of their souls gradually disintegrating as they drift helplessly in the life stream. In the statistically unlikely event that something goes awry. Let's make sure that she is careful about her words when the Ishtola is around. But it's plain that you aren't most people. Mistress Kryl truly knows how to pick them. If I might change the subject, are Master Wolfson and Mistress Bloida not present today? Oh, you didn't hear? They've recently reassigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project helmed by the Forum itself, as I understand, but I'm not privy to the details. I see. Any other questions? No? Then let's get going before you change your minds. Please see to your preparations and head outside to the Aetheryte Plaza. I'll be along shortly. Pylons. Pylons. We are the knights who say pylons. Dude, they have so many pylons, man. So many pylons. This guy's got a little desk pylon. I want a little desk pylon. You know what I need to get? I think they have, like, Aetheryte, like, little desk lamps. Like, small ones, right? Like, little Aetheryte lamp statues. And I think there's a StarCraft pylon one as well. I need one of each of those. That's what I need. Destination. I still can't believe I was talking about the shape of this and then they immediately mentioned it.
Right, we're all set.
Okay.
Just the 4 of you, was it?
For now, yeah.
3. I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnir.
Oh, right. I mean, technically I am too, so.
You are? Oh. I would have preferred more test subjects. Oh, well, never mind. If our 3 travelers could line up here, please.
Wait a minute. I just noticed her ears. She's not Ellison. Is she a Highlander or a Midlander?
Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether.
That sounds absolutely splendid. Did she just remote control beam us up?
Oh, and one last thing. You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
Yeah,
What?
Been through this before? Yep. Oh, cool. That's a cool little interlude here.
Thavnir, home to city-state Rads at Han.
Ooh.
Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between 2 peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy.
I guess I lied. I have not attuned to this
Once
right yet.
solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay. For a time.
I made it.
Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have?
There it is. Whoa.
What chance?
There he goes. Oh, poor Aston bro's got to deal with us.
Foe.
Get a bucket, yep. You never want to experience that? Dude, if we could travel like that, I would do it in a heartbeat.
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish. Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
Or make them more upset.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions. Don't let Estinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. You managed to will yourself to your feet, but given your condition, will you be able to reach Justinian in time? I go. I love that you just show up where you know I'm headed towards. Let me attune. No. He's already spent all of our money on junk. You there. I need 3 drinks. Something that helps with ether sickness. But by the minutia, a traveler? Greetings. Greetings and welcome. You are wise, good sir, to come to me. My special Amralassi, made with only the finest and freshest ingredients, is famed for calming unruly bellies. By way of a warm welcome to Thavnir, I am pleased to offer it to you for the low, low price of 19,800 gil. For not 1, not 2, but 3 bottles. A bargain amongst bargains. The price is high road robbery. And you want to say as much to Estinian, but you realize any words of warning you cry out would be accompanied by your last meal. Which would be a potion of harmony. You must stand before Estinian and, using gestures, deny that the deal is fair. I thought you could barely stand. What do you need to tell me that's so urgent? Wait, I shouldn't buy the lassie? This merchant is swindling me? What? Sincerest apologies, sir, but I appear to have my prices confused. It's actually 1,890 gil for 3 bottles of lassie. That confusion would have been quite costly for both of us. Very well then, your coin. Here. A bottle for each of you. Take them to the others and get some rest. I'll be back after I've explored the town. Estinian, don't go spending all of our money now. Ugh. Ugh. 2, 1. Go, go, go. I go. I've got ether sickness. Here, drink this. Praise be to the 12. My stomach doth loosen its death grip. My heartfelt thanks to the Estinian, and to the fine fruits of this land. You are in time? Excellent. You spared us Tataru's wrath. Sweet, sweet release. If you hadn't already, you should have yours too. You want that mecha dragon? Oh, I missed it. I saw somebody was launching off onto it when I ran past him, I think. I didn't see what it looked like. Right, I'm ready to get on with it. That lassie truly worked wonders. Back on your feet, I see. Thy hair? Oh no, did Estinian visit the aesthetician? Aye, I've found it. 'Tis the most I could do against the heat of this Tis the most I could do against this heat, short of shedding my armor. May I ask where you got the cord for it? Oh god, he spent so much money on a fucking rubber band, didn't he? A local vendor. A man said it's Thavnerian weave, tough and not easily unraveled. And how much did it cost? 9,400 gil. A steal, I was told. Is nothing fancy, but I've always valued function over form. That's incredible. I dare say not even Alphino could hold a candle to you. Yeah, 9,400 for a small piece of rope. It's not uncommon for merchants to set their prices high, but doesn't it seem excessive here? All our Hanish merchants... Oh, are all Hanish merchants so unscrupulous? I expect the Azure Dragoon to put up more of a fight. Oh yeah, we gotta give it to him. On that subject, I shall refrain from making my comment. Yet I cannot help but observe that the merchants seem overzealous in their pursuit of profit. Claiming Thavner as its dominion, the nation of Radzathan hath long thrived as a hub of commerce. In the beginning, there was Eru, the One. Oh, sorry, wrong story. In the beginning, there were the Arkasodara? Arkasodara. The Arksodas. In the beginning, there were the Fanta and the Matanga tribe, indigenous to this land. Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and through their intermingling, a culture rich and distinct did emerge. From alchemy to textiles, the products of Hanish culture have come to be celebrated and coveted the world over, a development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt east and west. All of this hath combined to make a trading power of Radzathan. Yet such a status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, it must needs be maintained through judicious governance and stringent regulation. Neither of which I see any evidence, given that the merchants at the gateway town are free to fleece hapless travelers and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Just so, that opportunistic pricing is rampant doth suggest that oversight is much weakened, or mayhap that the people have fallen upon hard times. Whatever the truth may be, 'twould be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs. Prudent and practical, aye. We've naught to lose by learning more. So, ere we to seek out Kryle's acquaintance, shall we see what information we can gather here in Yedlamad? Excellent. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. Yay! His stomach behaving once more, Thancred is ready to get to work. Alright, let us split up and make inquiries in town. Celaya, the pier is yours. Once we have learned what we can, we regroup at the Aetheryte, off-putting the thought of the mere... off-putting though the mere sight of it may be. Goop! It's a crate of fruit. What's in here? It's a banana. It's a crate laden with fruits, but they're on the verge of spoiling as if they've been left too long. How suspicious. Just make banana bread, that's true. Gazing up from the pier, you spy boats moored off nearby islands with silhouettes of larger seafaring vessels farther away. Compared to other ports you have visited in the past, there appears to be very little activity. How suspicious. There should be 2 more interest points somewhere. Not there. I know I see him there, but we are looking for destination spots. Oh, never mind. It's him and this guy. Queeferaz. He's a queeferass. Well now, if it isn't a traveler, you're a rare sight in these unsettled times. People have been giving us wide berth since that accursed tower suddenly appeared over Narunair. If you just stood there and loomed ominously, perhaps things would be fine after a fashion, but no, it had to spawn fell fiends as well. We still have our lives thanks to the Radiant Host, but business is good as dead. Business is as good as dead. What'll become of us, only the gods know. Oh no, I'm gonna go back to fixing my sails. Daytime. What am I doing? Oh, recording my sales. Still do it daily out of habit, though I don't know why I bother. Hardly sell anything these days. Business has never been this terrible, but I suppose things could be even worse. I could have a consortium to keep afloat, like Calzal. I don't envy his position. Better to be alone with my little operation, I've come to realize. You're a traveler by the looks of you. If you have a moment, perhaps you could pay Calzal a visit? He'd be glad for tidings from abroad. Like as not, you'll find him in the Saltwind Sails, the Harbor Guild building across the water from here. Okay. That building there? That building there? It's Calzal and the guild staff. That's Dahaba, which is like Dahaka. Hello, Calzal. He's an aura. What's going on here? The Dalmaskins aren't coming, but we already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it? I don't know, but yelling at me isn't going to help. All I know is that their plans have changed, and that's that. Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire's at war with itself, and the provinces are in chaos. And then there's the tower sitting on our doorstep, spitting out monstrosities. The city has its defenses, but we've been afforded no protection out here. We can't blame foreigners for not wanting to come and take the risk. Ugh. But this will be an enormous loss. All right. Forget about the Dalmaskins. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh produce, handicrafts, medicines, all the perennial Hannish favorites. Our consortium works closely with the merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed. I know these things, Calzal. I do. Which is why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been canceled or indefinitely postponed. Grrr, he's so angry. And you are? Oh, little old me. Wait, you're a foreigner, are you not? A merchant? Please tell me you're a merchant. I see. That's a shame. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Excuse me? My name is Matza, and I'm here to see Calzal. Oh, It seems he's busy. I'll come back later then. Angry because small. No, 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 no. We're not Lalafels. We're not mad babies. One like equals one mad baby. Okay, bye. That guy needs to stand up straight. Yeah. I don't think I think it might be too late for him. I mean, look at the curvature of that spine there. That's pretty I don't think there's any recovery from that, you know? I think that's about as straight as he's going to stand up. I think that's about it. Yes, can I help you? Ah, I remember seeing you back in the guild. You wanted to speak with Kalzal too, didn't you? I'm Matya, a fisherman of Akyali, a nearby village. I sell my catch to Kalzal, who offers it to foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought anything for a while now. When I heard that the consortium had been struggling, I became worried and decided to come and see him. Just as soon as he's free, anyway. He's a hard-working man, and I dare not disturb him. Okay, Matya. Maybe a good chiropractor, one where they wrap the towel around your neck and yank. Ooh, yeah, the old, shit, what do they call it? Shit, what do they call it? Fuck. I used to watch, videos on it, and they have a special name for it. Oh no, I can't think of it now. Ow! Who did that? Loki, stop throwing bananas. That's rude. All the produce around here is rotting. You need to take care of the bananas. Hang on, I gotta look it up now. Come on, man. What is the name of it? How is it not on the first freaking page? Oh, this is gonna bother me now, man. The ring dinger. There you go. That's what it is. The ring dinger. Ring ding 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 ding. Ring a ding ding ding. Ring ding dong. Ring a ding 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 dong. I could use a good ring dinger, I'll tell you that. Okay, let me put all these windows back in order. Boom. Matya regards you nervously. If I may ask, what is it that you do? An adventurer, you say, and you travel the world helping people. Then that must mean you're great at dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? You see, I've brought some fresh fish with me, the portion I couldn't preserve, and I want to sell them. The problem is, I'm terrible with people. I've ever only dealt with Calzal, and I can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. So, please, as silly as this might sound, will you not peddle the fish in my stead, and show me how it's done? I mean, you just gotta talk to people like you're talking to me, bro. If you're willing, please let me know, and we can begin at once. Also, like you'd never walk again. I want that done so bad, but it also terrifies me that, yeah, like bad things would happen. The events to follow cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending Duty Finder registrations. What? You'll do it then. Show me how to deal with customers. Oh, I'm in your debt. Right. Please try peddling my fish to, shall we say, 3 people here in Yedlamad. I'll observe and learn. Your next objective requires escorting. Oh, that's why. Is Endwalker just all escort quests? Is that what's going on? Oh, we're going the wrong way. Sir? Uh-oh, we got the funny music. Yes? Fish, fish, I got fish here, fresh fish, straight from the sea's bosom to your mouth. I'm sure your bosom fish are very fresh, but this is rather sudden. I don't need any fish right now, so thanks, but no thanks. Oh, I failed to make a sale. Never mind. It never goes well the first time. I'm sure you'll fare better with the next customer. Alright, that was an intentional failure. That was scripted. That was scripted. That wasn't me. I didn't make a mistake. The game forced it upon me. Matsuya, you can't just run over people like that, jeez. Hello, Nasreen. A hawker, are you? Do you sell fruit by chance? If so, I want to buy some Amra. Let's say a dozen? They don't need to be export quality. Amra shmamra, my fresh fish is the only thing you'll need. What do you need so many Amra for? Why, for eating, of course. It may seem like a lot, but of late I go through that much in no time at all. I'm a stock taker by trade, but with no vessels coming these days, the wares are beginning to pile up. By the same token, nothing is coming in from overseas. But not a day goes by that someone doesn't come asking when the next shipment is arriving for this and that and this and that. All of it wears me down, and I find myself feeling constantly hungry. I know how you feel. Thank you. A pity you don't sell fruit, but I enjoyed our little chat. It took my mind off my troubles for a moment. Oh, well, that's balls. That's balls. MFS, thank you for the raid. Thank you, thank you. Hope you had a good stream. Never mind. If nothing else, you left her with a positive impression. Let's move on to the north side of town, shall we? Hi, Kane. Hi, Misa. We are doing Endwalker MSQ stuffs for the very first time ever. And I have an elephant man companion named Matsya. The yellow quests are unending. We were talking about those earlier and how nobody... Well, Akira apparently is the only one that has done a bunch of them. I have done probably less than 6. Bahazama. What is it? If you don't mind, I'm rather busy. Oh my God, my stomach. Oh. Oh no, he's got ether sickness too. Ether sickness? No, nothing so unusual. Dude, is the game listening to me? What the hell? In my hurry to get back to work, I just ate too little too quickly. Some fresh fish will settle your stomach. And mine are the freshest of all. Ugh, food is the last thing I need right now. Go and sell your fish to someone else. And we just keep failing and failing and failing. I'm sorry, Matsya. I'm apparently not very good at this either. We just approach him at a bad timing. Timing is everything. Yes? Thank you so much for your demonstration. It was truly eye-opening experience. Come, let us return to the pier. Look, none of these people want food, apparently. They're all too busy and don't understand. Oh my God, everybody in this town is streamers. They don't eat. They don't eat. Oh, I can't tab complete it, so let me make sure I spell it right. There we go. Got it. There's an important one in Chilean sandwich and pretzels. Yeah, so if you guys don't know, Kane has a what's the word I'm trying to think of? Not combo. Like a team channel, I guess. Mission failed successfully. And right now Kane is working through doing all of the quests through the story. And all the side quests and all of the things and stuff. And I think I heard you say, are you also not using fast travel? Because I think I heard you say that. And funnily enough, YouTube recommended me a video that was titled something along the lines of, I walked to the edge of the world and it was a mistake. And it was a video, I haven't watched it, but it was a video about how, at least based on the title, like choosing to not use fast travel was not a good idea. Thank you so much for showing me how to talk to customers. Though you didn't manage to sell any fish in the end, but the way you fearlessly approached strangers gave me much courage. When I peddle my wares, I'll remember your example and endeavor to be fearless too. Still, there's only so much I can do alone. I hope that things will return to normal for Callsall soon. I thought I'd heard a familiar voice, and who should it be but Oh, that's Callsall. I thought I heard a familiar voice, and who should it be but Matsya? Your favorite story? Callsall, have you finished your business at the guild? So you were there too. Forgive me. Try as I might, I can't find any buyers. With no ships coming in and hardly any going out, there simply aren't any options at this rate. So you can't buy my fish anymore? I'm sorry, Matya. I truly am, but for now you must peddle your own goods. But by myself I can't... I want to help you, I do. But as it stands, I can barely help myself. I've poured my all into the consortium, and I'll be damned if I let it fall apart. I have friends and families depending on me, and I can't. I won't fail them. The sisters as my witness. Calls all. Not to worry. Using what I've learned from you, I'm sure I'll manage. Somehow. Well, I had best return to my village. My thanks again, and please take care on the road. Bye, Matya. Man, everybody's kind of screwed around here. Flying is allowed, taxis are allowed, mounts are allowed. I want to challenge myself, not kill myself. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that video was literally walking. Like, no mounts, no teleports, no nothing. I see you've been busy. Managed to learn a tidbit or two, I trust. I see. We also heard that the tower is affecting many locals' livelihoods, but to think that it would be to such an extent. For another notable, if not wholly unexpected, discovery, disappearances and kidnappings are disturbingly commonplace. As before, the culprits are almost certainly tempered Imperial soldiers. And as before, they mean to use faith of their hapless thralls to call forth Lunar Primal. Business as usual for the Telophoroi. What you got, Astina, bro? Chickens are allowed? Yes, chickens are allowed. I'm not allergic to those. Chickens and hamsters are the only animals I'm not allergic to. Chad, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have a chicken farm. I'm gonna have a chicken farm and then hamsters in the house. And maybe a goldfish or two. I think I could do fish because they're in the water. I don't have to worry about them. Gonna get interesting when I have to deal with multiple continents, figuring out the ferry and air routes that you need to take. Yeah. Why hamsters? They're stinky. They're only stinky if you don't keep the cages clean. Judging by his furrowed brow, something important has occurred to Asthenian. That Matya fellow you were helping. He's Arcasoda, is he not? Apparently, 'tis almost exclusively his people that are being kidnapped. Should he be traveling alone? If summoning is this perpetrator's aim, it doth stand to reason that Arcasoda would be their primary targets. Yes, chat, that's canon now. They are now Arcasoda, the elephant peoples. For 'tis the faith of their ancestors which prevaileth in this land, and many are devout adherents still. We'd better go after him. Ekyali lies to the west, and I recall the same direction as Cryo's acquaintance, incidentally. It's settled then. Keep your eyes peeled while we make for the village. Time to peel some carrots, and potatoes, and eyeballs. Gotta peel the eyeballs. Come on, Torgal. Oh, wait, chat. We got to do the thing. Good boy. Good boy. Bestest boy. Okay, now we can go. Potatoes, you mean? No, I mean potatoes. They come from a foreign land. You do not see Matsuya nearby, but the elevated ground up ahead may provide a better vantage point. Ooh. Ooh, I like the music here. We're in a new zone. I get to use my ether compass. There it is. I found one. Your sixth character. I've yet to afford Dawn Trail, though. Yeah, my goal. So we just started Endwalker MSQ earlier today. We finished out Eureka Animos and then started Endwalker MSQ. And my plan is I want to have Endwalker done by the end of August so that I have September through the end of the year to get through Dawn Trail stuff. And I think in the goal of having Endwalker done by the end of August, I also want to have like all of the side content stuff caught up as well, because I still need to go. I need to finish unlocking the Omega Raid series. I didn't even do the quest to open up Eden Raid series in Shadowbringers. I also didn't do the Near Alliance Raid quest either, so I need to get back and do those. Yeah, and I've got Dunscaith that I still have to do for Heaven's Ward. And then I need to finish the Stormblood Alliance raids as well, because I've only done Rabanastre, the first one. Destination. You do not see Matsuya from here either. No, no, leave me alone. Help, somebody help. Matsuya's voice, it came from the north. Come on, Torgal. Oh no. These guys are scum. Gotta relearn my gunbreaker keybinds. Oh, that is not the right button. Don't you cast Fireball on me, punk. I'm no punk. Matsuya, are you okay? Kentucky Firaga Chocobo. That's right. That's right. Popeye's Chocobo. It tastes better. Oh, no, wait. That's Brown's. Huh? Where did they go? Why are you here? I see you found him in time. That's a lot. Best of luck, and I hope I can push my progress well enough to be helpful along the way as Claudia. She's going to be a full Omni eventually. Used to be Omni minus Scholar till I stopped being addicted to 14. It's possible to stop. I don't know. I've taken multiple breaks many times. You and your friends came to look for me. I don't know how to thank you. On my way home, I took a moment to stop and rest, think about what to do about, well, everything. And then those men came. Kidnappers. We heard that the Ark Soda were being targeted. Surely you have as well? Perhaps it's best if you took refuge in the city. We've considered it, me and the others, but fishing is all we know. The ocean is all we have. I see. That's your decision to make, but you should take care not to travel alone. A question, if I may. 'Tis our understanding that strange fiends have emerged from the tower. What canst thou tell us of these beings? Not much, I'm afraid. I have no idea what they are. But I've heard that some bear an unsettling resemblance to our divinities. For that reason, some have taken to calling the tower Zot. Kneel before Zod. House of Divinities. In the old tongue it means. But they're not true divinities. They're monstrous imitations that bring only death. To have one's faith so twisted is a grievous indignity, and full justified art thou in thine outrage. Know that 'tis for no other purpose but to neutralize the tower that we have journeyed to this land. In time we may be forced to contend with these false gods, and thus we would learn all we may about them. Wilt thou not tell us of thy divinities and their true nature? You've come all this way to save us? Really? To think that I had you peddling fish. But, to answer your question, yes, of course, we would gladly tell you about our gods. We, I say, because I'm a terrible storyteller, and I'd ask my fellow villagers to do it. So, please, come to our village. We're good, gods-fearing folk. All of us, and we'd be honored to share our knowledge. And fish. What sayest thou? Shall we pay a visit to our, Akyali? Hi, Callie friend. I have eaten today. I had, pork steak and baked beans. It was yummy. Wonderful. Just follow the road west and down the hill. You can't miss it. So, 'tis the simulacra of the Thavnarian gods that are being summoned. If any doubt existed before, there can be none now. The kidnapped Hanish are imprisoned in the tower. I pray that we will be able to save them. Though indeed, saving them will mean confronting their false gods, like as not. I, as you said, will do well to study their religious traditions. To Akyali. Exist out of spite. Main reason for returning specifically because I finally had it exposed to me that people I was avoiding were trying to make me quit. Return with extremely long-term challenge to make it harder for them to... that's fair. I mean, like, if you got people around you that are doing that, like, it's best to just, like, fucking... I don't know why everything seems to come back to you. That says more about them than you, and it's like, do your shit, man. You do you. Be your best you. If somebody's got a problem with you being your best you, then that is more of a reflection of them than it is on you. First chocobo was named Chicken, and my current chocobo is named Popcorn Kernel. Come here, Rhea. Chat, this is Rhea. We haven't talked in a while, but this is Rhea. She comes with me everywhere I go, and she helps a lot. I put her in healer stance, and I tank everything. Come on, Torgal. Aether Compass. 732 to the north. All right, we're not getting that one for a while. That is an angry Oliphant. Gaja. Forgot I was leveling mine, trying to max it out. What, your Chocobo companion? Now you're having fun again. They can hate me all they want. It won't affect me going forward. Healthy spite is fun. Yeah, that's why I said, you know, just you gotta worry more about yourself than what anybody else is trying to bring you down with. Welcome to Akyali, my friend. The name means white beach, and there isn't much here save that, but please, make yourself at home. Your companions have already begun talking to everyone. Feel free to show yourself around and do the same. Any one of us can tell you about our gods, but you could do worse than to start with Kanga and old Hasveda. Hasveda. They're free at the moment, as it happens. Hi, Kanga. Hmm? You wish to know about our gods? What a curious visitor you are. Most want fish. In any case, I'm happy to oblige. Now, I don't know how it is whence you hail, but our island is home to many gods, including Noxpie and his raiders. Nox, thank you for the raid, dude. Welcome on in, raiders. How was the stream, dude? Were you, actually, here, let's see. Does this should work, right? More PoEs. Are you still on the monk? I made some adjustments and mine's doing a lot better now. I'm up to T15 maps. Made like a good 60 div today. Damn. I'm not quite in that territory yet, but I'm getting there slowly. I'm kind of taking my time and running on the back burner. Got a long time until 1.0 comes, so I'm not super concerned about it. I think when I'm done with the monk, I'm probably going to make a spirit walker and make the monkey build. PoE 2 monk have a build like in Diablo 3 water ally waves. It does now with hollow form because of the new ascendancy. Summons clones. You basically slot in a different skill to tell it what to use, and then when you use hollow form, it's a channeled skill and it summons the clones and they use those abilities. Can you make them into waves to just run over the enemies? You know, I don't know. I haven't really experimented with other skills other than whirling assault in there, but could probably do some interesting things. I don't know that you can turn them directly into waves, but you can probably make them do some sort of wave-like attack. Haven't touched your twister in a minute? I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, because you've been on the monk, like, you blew past me, too. I'm not even 90 yet, and you're like, what, 91, 92, something like that? '94, holy crap. They can be divided into two groups. The Minutia, beings of wisdom who assume the form of men, and the Murga, beings of might who assume the form of beasts. Together, they are divinities, their forms and personalities many and varied. Some are kind and gentle, others stern and temperamental, just like we mortals can be. All are possessed of great insight and experience, and by heeding their teachings, we strive to be better people and live better lives. Thanks, Conga. Now we have to go talk to Vader. You're almost 95? Holy crap, dude. Holy crap, dude. Holy carp. Interested in learning about our goods, you say? Huh. Well, that's what I like to hear. Prick up your ears then and listen. In ancient times, the Minutia and the Murga, deities who look like men and beasts respectively, were locked in conflict. Eventually, seeking the wisdom of the Minutia, the Murga cast aside their own heads and took up those of their foes. Likewise, the Minutia coveted the might of the Murga, and so they too resolved to trade heads. Thus were born new gods possessed of both might and wisdom, and they ushered in an age of harmony between the two factions. From then on, as a sign of their esteem for one another, the Minutia have worn animal faces, and the Murga the limbs of men. Oh. Nox, look, you're right here. What a crazy random happenstance. Oh. Bye. How wild is that you raid and then somebody is in a freaking free company named Nox? A person skipping the story? Yeah, that's okay. They didn't have a sprout icon next to them, so they're allowed to be skippers. They can skip. They can skip if they so choose. We'll just call them dirty skippers behind their back. Do we call them dirty skippers behind their back, or do we just call them raiders to their face? Started seeing that name everywhere after you change your name. Dude, every time I see your name, I still think of you as Equinox Intense. Where would I ask about PoE 2 builds to see if a build I want can be a thing? Probably YouTube. Probably YouTube. That would be my first recommendation. OG Twitch name, yes. Yes. That was... I will forever think of you as Equinox Intense because that was your name when I met you, what, over 10 years ago now? I believe you were a mod in Silas's stream, and that was the first place I met you. And here we are now, so many years later. All right, Mattia, what do you got? There you are. Learned a thing or two about our gods, I trust. While you were off talking to the others, I remembered something that may be of interest. If you could let your friends know, I'll go and fetch it from my home at once. Okay. I'm almost positive it was Psy first. Apologies for the wait. I wish to show you this hanging scroll which depicts 3 of our most revered deities. By all means, we should like to see it. Cool. They are Minutia. You heard about them already, yes? 3 sisters? I don't think anybody went into detail about 3 sisters. The center one is the eldest, Sinduruva, a goddess of wisdom. For this, alchemists hold her in highest. To her right is the middle sister, Sandaruva, a goddess of wealth. She counts many traders among her followers. And on the left is Mindaruva, the youngest sibling. She presides over the crafts, and so is beloved by the weavers. Hey, I'm a weaver. I'm a level 66 weaver. Although each is worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune. I did see. I did see, because I saw the trailer and I was like, I wonder if that's like in-game footage or actual just cinematic. And then I was joking. Actually, I think it was in Sketch's stream. Because I was joking about it. I was like, yeah, it'd be hilarious if the remake was literally just the same polygon N64 version. Problem is, that remake is for Switch 2, which I don't have. What even are the differences between the Switch and the Switch 2? Like, what did they upgrade? In like fashion to the minutiae, the deities of Eorzea preside over myriad aspects of life. And what of the Murga, if I may ask? The Murga hold power over nature. In ages past, they were revered as guardian deities in times of conflict. If you have occasion to visit our temples and ruins, you'll find their images there. Among them is a god who possesses a Gaja's head, and he is venerated as the progenitor of the Arxodas. And then there are dragons. They occupy a special place in our history. Oh, Astinabro's with us. You worship dragons too. It's said that an ancestor of the satrap, that's the ruler of Radzidhan, forged a covenant with a dragon divinity in ancient times. This divinity has since acted as the guardian deity of the satrap. Legend holds that, if ever the satrap is in need, his dragon ally will fly to his aid. Dragon ally. You claim to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth. The passion you bear for your faith is plain to hear, but I am confident that the information you've given us will serve us well in our efforts to deal with the tower. That is very kind of you to say. Thank you. I will pray for your success. Right? I believe it's time we sought out Kryle's acquaintance. An alchemist by the name of Nidana? According to Kryle's notes, we're to find her at a place called the Great Work, further north along the coast. I'd rather go to the Great Walk. Get me some stir fry. Hardware mainly. Hey, level 85. Let's go. Bought one for his son, so he technically owns one now. Yeah. Only ever own one if it was gifted to you. You have both. See, the problem, like, because they're going to release something like that for the Switch 2, right? But they're not backwards compatible, are they? Can you play Switch 2 games on a Switch 1? Processor, screen, and battery, and the connectors, the Joy-Cons, and the thumbsticks. Just enough to be considered a new console, but not enough to validate it as a purchase. Yeah, that's fine. Nope, you can play Switch 1 on Switch 2. So Switch 2 is backwards compatible, but you can't play Switch 2 games on Switch 1. Some games have a game share, but no. Some Switch 1 games get HD upgrades on the Switch 2. I don't know. It's just everything that I've seen on the Switch 2 doesn't look like it's much better than the Switch 1. It just seemed kind of like a money grab. Because, I mean, it wasn't even that long. Like, how many years in between Switch 1 and Switch 2? Like, it's not even next gen. It's like it's like upgrading a single component in your PC, right? I don't know. It just seemed kind of ridiculous. Because it's not even like a next, like a new gen console, right? The great work. Matsuya has a shine in his eyes that wasn't there before. Did you say you're gonna go see Nidana? Oh, how I envy you. She's brilliant and beautiful, kind and understanding. And did I say she's beautiful? Oh, I could stare at her dainty ears and adorable trunk all day. And those eyes. When you meet her, take care you don't drown in them. Oh, Matsuya's besmitten. He is. Ooh. Okay, we're going a lot further north than I thought. He is smitten by Nidana. Xenoblade 1, 2, and 3 is getting HD upgrades through the year. Switch 2 has some games I'd honestly like to play, but not enough to think about. Yeah. Alright, so if we are headed north, to the northeast. Screw your fate. I'm not doing your fate. Get out of here. We're going this way. Switch 2 doesn't even have a selling point. It doesn't have a console-defining game to date. It's why Nintendo's stocks are taking huge hits in both the American and Japanese markets. That's why I said, like, it seemed kind of ridiculous to release an entire new console that has, like, hardly anything with it. Oh, balls. If I jump down there, I'm going to have to get back up. And that's going to be a long way around. Where am I at? That is still to the northeast? We're going to have to come back to that then. Picasso. Pick your own asshole. Mainly got it for Pokemon. I mean, I guess that's fair. Like, if you want to play it and that's the only way you can play it, then obviously that's something you're going to get, right? I found sleeping people. Caboose, get over here. Give me a boost. The heck? No. Oh my God. It's not what I was gonna do. I was gonna find I don't know how to do the talking emote. Like, you know how in YouTube videos everybody's like, all of the Final Fantasy videos is like zoomed in on the person's player character and they're talking. I was gonna do that and go, "You are a good person and people like you." And not that kind of a boost, you idiot. A physical one. I was going to do that, but I think what's even more entertaining now would be to do this. I found sleeping people. All right, Arc Soda Alchemist. What's going on here? Steam frame? What is that? Sid, Urianger, and Estinian are part of the oh no, he's hot list? Isn't that everybody in the... Oh, it's voiced! I wasn't expecting moans.
What happened here?
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
That's what I said. Sleeping people.
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Maybe they have ether sickness too.
Oh, we have guests.
Oh, who are you?
You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see.
Yes, it's a lance. It is very large and very pointy.
I am Vashan, servant to the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow.
So you could lay in
People
bed
of
and
the
steam
great work,
game.
I come bearing new scales.
Are you talking about the Steam Deck? I've never heard of the Steam Frame. Oh, it's the VR headset. Interesting.
Scales?
Yes, scales.
We have new scales?
Yep. What the hell?
Yes, my friends. Gather round. I have them right here.
Clams. Nope, it's just giant fish scales.
Now I can continue my experiment.
Many thanks.
One for me.
Those are dragon scales.
Uh-oh.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
That's interesting turn of events.
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit. Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower.
Oh, interesting.
Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people?
Wait a minute. Who are you? We're here to have fun.
Of course. You're the one Kryl sent.
Yeah.
The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
That's me.
Ah, this is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderova.
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Yeah, I'm kind of interested too.
Curious that it concerns you so.
Varshan also gives me, I don't know, he, like... Oh god, I wonder if it's the same, like... I don't know, I got the... Oh my god, did I forget his name already? Halric?
But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
Oh.
That is well.
Estinian proofs.
You must be quite familiar with Dragon King.
Whoa, dude.
Is this their
What
congealed
the
blood
hell?
I see on your weapon?
What are these people?
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with it, have you not?
How do they move? They're all agents, dude. We're in the Matrix now.
I should like to draw a file or two, if so.
Now, see here. Come along, come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory.
Cease your shoving, or so help me.
They're a bit
Oh dear,
excited.
your poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement.
Probably
harm will come to him, I
more than
promise.
that. That's an understatement.
Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk?
Is Estinian going to be okay?
As you may have guessed, I am Nidana, the alchemist who sent the request to your mistress Kryl. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the Great Work, where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
Yes, please. Please do. Doom, doom, da doom. Ba-dooba doom, doom, doo doom. Safe to assume Estinian is not safe. They are showing the same eccentricities as Godbert. Yeah, I know. And his face immediately, I was like, oh, okay. This is going to be like a Manderville cutscene. Got it. Okay. We're in for some whimsy. Down, 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 down. All right, Nidana, give us the lowdown. He's been claimed by the crafters. With luck, he will come out with only a few new mental scars. True. How much of the Hildbrand quest have I done? Not a ton. I don't think I'm even through all of the ARR stuff. Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared around the world, and we are grateful that you would assist us with ours. Though Kryl herself is tied up with another investigation, Salai is an eminently capable substitute, and we will spare no effort to aid you. So if I understand correctly, you seek to make talismans that can nullify etheric emissions. Indeed, we do. As you know, the tower emits vast concentrations of ether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. As such, we can only study the tower from afar, and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way. In order to strike back, the satrap bade us alchemists create enchanted talismans, talismans that will allow our soldiers to venture into the tower, even should they lack innate protection. Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruption of primals. Of methods tested to date, those utilizing dragon scales proved the most promising. Owing to their etheric density, the scales are highly resistant to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance. We seek to amplify this protective property through our alchemy. Thanks to the scales provided by His Excellency, we have been able to make steady progress with the talisman. Soon we'll be ready to conduct a field test, and here is where you and your blessing of light come in. Better than have my blood drawn, I suppose. What is it you need me to do? Nothing complicated, I assure you. We only ask that you serve as an escort. I will explain in greater detail later, but you will be venturing into the tower's field of influence. And so, for your own safety, we would first test how well your blessing shields you. With your permission, of course. In that case, Urianger and I will find other ways to make ourselves useful. Seeking as you all work to the point of collapse, I suspect you could do with more hands. We would be grateful for your assistance you can provide. Chat, the coughing is kicked in again. And I said coughing, not coffee. Although, coffee. Actually do MSQ as a blue mage and have so much chaotic fun. I haven't touched blue yet. I haven't unlocked it, picked it up, or anything. Oof. Yeah, there's a lot to use. That's why when I say, like, my goal is to have Endwalker done by the end of August and have everything caught up, like, that's part of that. That's, like, all of the catch-up stuff that I want to do. So that all I have to worry about is going through, like, Dawntrail stuff. If you're ready, then let us put your blessing to the proof. If you exit the Great Work and turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I will meet you atop after seeing to some preparations. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure, at least from my understanding, the way that you learn spells on Blue Mage is you have to go into combat with something that knows the spell, take damage from the spell, and then survive the encounter. Correct? Is that right? Okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. We're going on a hill. This way. Come on, Torgal. Fine, Donna. I made it. I made it. I made it. I made it. I hope you didn't have trouble finding this place or climbing the hill. Not all are accustomed to the physical strain. I give you the fruit of our sweat, tears, and many a sleepless night, the drunken Deepa. A Deepa is a lantern presented to the gods as an offering. Taking inspiration from the tradition, we created this device to test the talisman's efficacy. Upon activation, it will move a certain distance before emitting a powerful blast of ether. In lieu of corruption, those lacking sufficient protection will experience severe ether sickness. Oh no, not again. For your test, you will be exposed 4 times. That should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capability. Please, begin whenever you're ready. I shall be observing from a safe distance. Alright, come on, Mr. Lantern Man. I'm Tom Bodette, and I'll leave the lantern on for you. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Repeat, commencing etheric exposure testing. Retreat to a safe distance if you are not the subject. Certain duties require you to follow an NPC to a designated location. You should you fall too far behind, the NPC will return to the starting point and you must speak with them again to try again. Oh no, why do they do this in every single MMO? The escorts and the follow quests are not in sync with movement speeds of any variety. Please, stand back. Hello? Oh. Ooh, It made me all shiny. You are struck by a powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. Subject has no irrepressible urge to empty their stomach. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. It made me all jiggly inside. You are struck by another powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. Thank you, Drunken Deepa. Subject stomach and bowel integrity holding. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. Come on, Lantern Man. So fancy and shiny. Look at me go. It's basically just checking to see if I'm going to puke or shit myself. Yeah, but pretty much. Pretty much. You are struck by yet another powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. The blessing of light appears to be keeping you safe from harm. Subject fortitude rated. Impressive. No irregularities. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow and brace for final discharge. Don't say that word. That's disgusting. That's almost as bad as the combination of two words. Discharging ether. You are struck by the strongest blast of ether yet, but survive completely unscathed. Etheric exposure testing concluded. Please collect and deliver me to the supervising alchemist. Congratulations on retaining your composure and your humors, and keeping your insides on your inside. I got you, little Lantern Man. Come on, I gotta take you back to Tom Bodette now. Discharge that moist ether. No, the word combination that I was talking of is anal seepage. Yeah. That should only be used if you really want to gross people out. Like most people get the heebie-jeebies just from the word moist. Anal seepage just is way worse. I'm back, Nadana. Ah, you've returned, and not on your knees. A promising sign, but come, let me take the deep off your hands. Thank you. I shall replenish its ether for when we test the talisman. So no dizziness or nausea or anything of the sort? You're feeling perfectly fine. Yep. Then the strength of your blessing is beyond doubt. There is no risk that the tower will corrupt your ether. With this, we can request your aid for the task ahead with the easy hearts. I'm sorry, Callie. Twitch got worried that you sent that one. Did it did it give you the warning question saying, "Are you sure you want to send this message?" That's always a good laugh when that happens. All right, Nadana, what you got? Regards you with eyes that you could drown in. Oh. You're a capable warrior too, are you not? Would you be amenable to assisting me with another errand? You see, our talisman requires the use of a special ink, but we've exhausted our stores of a key ingredient for it, spirit weed. The herb grows not far from here, and I would like to go and harvest some. I would like to go and harvest some. With the recent spate of kidnappings, however, we Arcsodas travel alone at our own peril. Will you not come with me as my escort? I would compensate you for your troubles, of course. Now I know why they call it Endwalker, because it's all of the escort walking quests. I'm in your debt. Without further ado, let us head to Kajia's Footsteps. It is situated on the road which runs east of the Great Work. End my walker till I journey. No, it's that you need a walker by the time you're done with it all.
I already have my walker. It's over here. I just changed out the tennis balls yesterday.
I may simply be imagining it, but I feel as though we're being followed. Look out, Celaya! Oh no, it's a hostile presence. Whatever will I do? Oh, I should probably put that on so that they don't attack my friends. Why do they gotta make the death sound so prominent? Good lord. Gods, but that gave me a fright. To think the moment I ventured outside the safety of the work. Thank the sisters I asked you to come with me. You're all right, I hope. Yeah, I'm good. Good, good. Let's continue on then. It isn't far now. Just through these pillars and up the rise. Torgal, come on, buddy. Is it weed that makes you see spirits, or weed that is so strong it affects spirits? Went through this all as a Reaper the first time. Every enemy that tried to ambush me had me wondering why they thought it was a good idea to rush the person who looks like a physical embodiment of death. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, look. There's a big scary guy over there with a giant scythe. Let's get him.
But he looks like the Grim Reaper personified.
I don't care. Get him anyway. He looked at me funny. And here we are. Kajia's Footsteps. Kajia was a great dancer. And those who follow her, well, you know, they come to this place to train and dedicate their dance to their ancestors. A happy benefit of this is that spirit weed grows here in abundance. I will set about harvesting at once if you would be so good as to stand guard. The kidnappers aren't like to return soon, but better safe than sorry. Did she say dancers? Let's go. I can dance. I can dance if I want to. I can shoot you in the face. With my chakrams, oh so cool, I can shoot you in the face. Eurofan get to learn more. Yeah, when is that, by the way? That's coming up, isn't it? Oh, I gotta wait here. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Yes, that would be Radzad Han. Hardly anyone has been allowed in or out since our troubles with the tower began. The faithful citizens huddle inside the city walls, and commerce has all but ground to a standstill. I pity the satrap, the trials he must be facing.
What can you tell me of the satrap?
Well, he is the most important person in Radzad Han.
Why?
Long ago, this island was home to two tribes of Matanga, the Gajasura and the Arkasodra. When the Aura came to these shores, it was the Arkasodra with whom they joined forces. Together they defeated the warlike Gajasura, forcing them to flee Thavnair altogether. Peace and prosperity reigned for a time, until a clan of Hjor from the mainland decided they wanted the island for themselves. It was a direct ancestor of the present satrap who arbitrated that conflict and welded the warring factions into the nation we know today.
Leave it to the stupid humans to steal everything.
And ever since, a member of that esteemed lineage has inherited this somewhat unique position. You see, by and large, the state is run by the people. But when problems arise, it is the satrap who mediates a solution. The stability provided by the satrap is what has allowed Radzad Han to thrive all these years. And it was the satrap himself who entrusted us with this duty. We will not fail him, nor our countrymen.
Pink Reaper? Like the Pink Power Ranger?
What is the delay with the vessel? I told you I need to adjust those ratios.
What happened to Estinian? What did you guys do with him? You didn't drain him of all his blood, did you? Oh god, not this jerk. What's he doing here?
I come all this way to admire one of my splendid towers, and what do I find? Fools attempting to ward off its tempering influence with magic trinkets. I seem to recall a similar experiment in ages past. What was that man's name? Oh, something. Owen?
A weem away.
Another body, another time. Who could be expected to remember every trivial detail?
Creepy.
Allowing them to construct such handy talismans would be counterproductive to my plans.
Oh, his voice changed.
And yet, I find myself deathly curious. How will they manage this feat with the limited knowledge and resources at their disposal? Complications be damned, for we cannot escape the nature of our souls. And I, as ever, am my own worst enemy.
You know, it's kind of weird, chat, that he just did the voice change, and now he's speaking as the Ascian rather than Asahi. And I don't know. There's just something primal inside me that hates him less now. I think it's just Asahi's voice after having gone through what we went through in Stormblood. That kid was just a jerk. I have enough spirit weed to last us a good while. Thank you for keeping watch. Let us head back to the great work, shall we? That man do be supremely punchable. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I felt the anxiety calm a little bit once his voice changed. I was like, oh, I feel less desire to punch now. What's interesting? Midnight blue and black head for the Tonberry? Oh no. Oh, Mega Scythe is a cool weapon. Area so WoW-like it hurts a bit. A little bit. It's a little bit Barrensy. Pink is your favorite color? Well, then your name color in Twitch chat makes even more sense then. It does require doing Omega Savage, which isn't too hard these days. Well, no, because you could probably just go in there with a group unsynced and just farm it. What is that? Is that? Oh, that's the sound of the freaking furnaces in here. Salaya, my thanks again for your assistance. With your help, we're that little bit closer to completing our talisman. This isn't much, but please accept it as a token of my gratitude. Yay. And with that, chat, I think I'm going to call it. It is midnight here. We've been live for 6.5 hours. We finished up Eureka Animos. We are into Endwalker MSQ. So we'll have to find out next time what is in store for Nadana, the great work, and our friends here. Thank you guys for being here and hanging out, though. I appreciate it. I apologize for the stream having back to be on nighttime. We should be back to normal tomorrow, so 11:30ish Central Time AM, so 11.5 hours from now, I guess. We should be back. So if anybody out there is brand new, make sure to hit the follow button. Come back and join us again next time. Follow on the Blue Sky Butterfly app. Join the Discord. Go check out the main YouTube, and the VODs channel is there for any who may want to catch up on any streams that they may have missed. Let me pull up my doodads here real quick, and we will see where we're going. Where are we going? Where are we hoeing? You know what? Just to be safe, let's do this.